matchup.
Here we go.
So Phoenix will get the first possession. All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. Here's Okogie. From deep. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
Maybe a little false confidence there. Not a high percentage shot for him.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Just 5 on the clock. All right, Brent, all eyes on the center matchup in this one. What's your outlook on the future of the big man as the league continues to evolve?
Well, they're not extinct. If you find one, you're going to use them, BA. So if that's your advantage, you got a big guy who can score down low or dominate from the paint in some way, then the coach is going to feed the big fella.
Now here's Edwards. Down low. Ooh, Durant with a steal. And here's the fast break. Ayton with a screen. Booker for 3. He can't get it to go. And Minnesota the other way with it now. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance. Phoenix
has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. The fader. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's McDaniels. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Now Edwards. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
Instinct, timing, length. KD, great D.
Ball against Conley. It's tipped. Outside McDaniels. Oh, got a piece of it. Edwards against Booker. Phoenix no good that time either.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, BA. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Paul with it. He's picked up by Conley. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
To the inside. Here's Towns. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Ayton, no good.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And Booker with the jam.
That's a good job by Ayton, making the read and staying aggressive on defense, helping to get that steal.
Here's Gobert. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Man, the defender really went after him.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Phoenix.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
Now here's Booker. Pass to Ayton. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates.
Edwards can't hit.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Durant. Pass to Okogie. Second chance shot. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it.
Now that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
The Timberwolves trail. Out of bounds, Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
51 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Durant going inside, and it's Durant with the finish.
And using all of his 7'5" wingspan, Durant turns backwards.
Conley against Paul, deflects the pass. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul, 15 foul.
That free throw no good.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with two 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Now here's Booker. Pass to Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Yeah, it's been years and years of coaches trying to figure out how you stop Kevin Durant. Just so long, so agile, and too good. Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
And Paul gets it to go.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Suns on top. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Kyle Anderson is out there with Taurean Prince. Then it's Jalen Noel. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Rivers in at point guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. And the league has redefined the rules a bit regarding the gather step. Players getting more leeway. What do you think about that?
Well, I think ISBA are getting a little more creative in practicing that. They will adjust to the rule. That is one thing we've seen through the years with NBA players. And so in the offseason, if you can find a way to take advantage of a half a step more in order to gain advantage on a defender, I'm all for it until they change the rule back. Anderson finishing through contact. I like to see him make the mid-air adjustment to get that ball off.
Anderson with a screen on Paul. Rivers' shot is off. The Suns leading. Right side Paul. Booker for 3. Drops in the 3. Booker's got 5 now.
Just not thinking about it twice. Devin Booker with the ball. He's going to let it rip.
Pass to Anderson. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Rivers. He's guarded by Paul. Right side Anderson. Now Reid. Anderson finds Reid. And Ayton pulls it down.
Well, DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. They shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
Here's Rivers. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Outside Booker. Inside Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Here's Prince. Paul with a steal. And the Suns pushing it up now. Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Pass to Prince. Shot to stop the run. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound. And the former 1-1, the first overall draft pick. Ayton, he's just a different matchup.
That size, BA, and that great touch around the rim. He runs the floor. He's a big presence down there. You just don't see a ton of centers like him around this league like you once did in the 80s and early 90s. Ayton's game presents a pretty hefty matchup issue.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Durant inside. Anderson's there. Durant finds Ayton. Outside Booker. Clock at 4. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Naz Reid.
And Booker just one of these guys who's calculating on the offensive end. He's trying to figure out what defenses are doing. He's always working hard to find shots, and he's going to influence the game with the way he can produce.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Towns, a screen on Booker. Pass to Towns. Oh, swiped away. Paul with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Paul against Conley. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Well, they're clicking on all cylinders right now, beginning to pull away.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Ayton, a screen on Edwards. To the middle. The kick to Durant. Back to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Hangs in the air. And Conley grabs the miss. And Edwards puts up a deep 3. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The Suns on top, opening up a huge gap. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Hey, we didn't expect this. Not normally a big-time assist maker. He's done a great job moving the ball around.
Now, you can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
Kicking off the second half, here's Monty Williams 5. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And the Suns call time here.
Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. It was their most wins in the season in franchise history, and it just didn't play out that way.
Phoenix timeout. You want to take on the 3 T-shirt fans? We're looking for the live section.
Ball stolen. Outside Edwards. Looking to get back on track.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Edwards. The Suns shooting it at 61%, a terrific average. To the paint. Here's Ayton, and Ayton with the stuff.
And Ayton just up over the top at his size to throw that one down.
The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and the point guard and CP3. These guys have talent, been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it. Well, I'm not sure if family and friends are here in the stands tonight, but he wanted to show that one off. Fading away on the shot was absolutely not necessary.
To the inside, stolen by Ayton. It's a one-on-one situation. For three, Booker. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 6 assists now in the game.
This isn't all that surprising. Remember, Devin Booker once put 70 up in an NBA contest.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Here's Durant, and it's slammed in by Durant.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. Might as well just get out of the way.
They grabbed their own miss. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Paul passes to Durant, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
I like how Durant uses his wily frame there to get off those shots. Not an easy shot, but for him, man, it looks easy. What do you say about CP3 other than this guy is an all-timer? You think about guys down the stretch who you have run your offense, CP3 has to be mentioned up there.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA expanding its footprint through video games. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "There's an opportunity to capture a new kind of fan who isn't currently watching our games but enjoys playing NBA 2K. By learning about the players and the teams, they're more likely to engage in the live product." Brian?
Yeah, it goes hand in hand, Allie. Thanks. As for CP, seems irreplaceable with each team he's been on.
Well, he does so much for a team in terms of just keeping accountability from the coach's voice to his. Not only does he perform at the highest level on the floor, there's a lot of things that CP3 brings off the floor that really help teach guys what being a pro is all about.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
A minute 50 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Okogie. On the wing, Durant. 5 to shoot. The Suns need to get off a shot. The 3 from Ayton. It's not going to go for him. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels.
No debate there. He got hammered.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Outside Booker. Leans from outside. That one a little long. For Minnesota, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Pass to Conley. Towns a screen on Paul for 3. Conley. Here's Towns. 5 points in the game. Over Durant. Towns can't get it to go.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Here's Okogie from deep. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got assist number 8 here already in the game. And Edwards slams it in.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
A remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Second chance effort. Ayton, no good. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Rivers. From outside, off the mark. Paul with it. He can't hit that time. And so it's Phoenix with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Here's Booker. Torian Prince is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Naz Reid. Then it's Jalen Noel. And it's Rivers in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Second shot opportunity. And the layup by Durant.
Yeah, KD depositing that second chance bucket, and most of that coming because of his length.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Pass to Aiden. And Gobert with a block.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
Tries again, and Towns with the lay-in.
As usual, terrific effort from him. Unwilling to let the possession go to waste.
Down low. Aiden, and Aiden with the stuff.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And Gobert with the stuff.
And maybe one of the best at the alley-oop. Gobert is great at reading the D and getting eye contact with the passer and finish.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll be a second foul of the game. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Phoenix calls timeout.
You could really see his squad was losing steam. Smart timeout to give them a breather.
All right, time now to present our New Balance player of the game, Kevin Durant.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
Boy, it's not hard to be blown away by his level of play. It's never easy winning on the road, but to do it in this fashion, that's a special performance right there. Knocks it down from distance.
Yeah, we've seen Conley do this forever, running the point with precision.
To the middle. Here's Okogie, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Who doesn't love to see David take on Goliath? Their huge throwdown.
Outside McDaniels. Here's Gobert. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Oh man, it's 7-1. Not a good idea to challenge Ayton there.
And he's easily led the way on the boards tonight.
Well, he's been everywhere, and collecting those rebounds, that ends any kind of offensive possession and gets them started.
Outside Paul. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Edwards can't hit.
Just showing some tremendous authority controlling the boards. Love it.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the Pistons. He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
Back to Ayton from deep three-point range. And he recovers it. Pass to Booker. Jacks up a three. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Inside. Here's Towns. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
And yeah, this is what you like to see from Towns, using his size and strength to make things happen.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
Well, you got to give them credit for how aggressive they've been on defense, getting the opposition to cough it up and then making them pay on the other end.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
The Timberwolves have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Here's Gobert. Durant pulls it in. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
Booker fires from way outside. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Suns.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Kevin Durant.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Edwards with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Here's Gobert. And the layup is good off the glass.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
For three, Booker drills it from deep.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Towns passes to Conley. Towns on a screen. Puts it up. The shot by Conley, no good. And it's Phoenix's ball. Now here's Booker. Pass to Durant. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. A statement road victory. So impressive.
I smack clowns with mad style.
Terrific player and a great story, David. Thanks. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Drains the three-pointer. Steve, as we know, this should be a battle of the backcourts. And you know something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not gardening.
Just 3 to shoot, and it's Towns missing. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a three-point game. Conley against Westbrook to the middle. Conley surveying the D. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Sinks the three-pointer.
Give Conley credit. He's recognized the need to become a knockdown shooter and put in the work.
And here's Leonard from three. Nailed from three-point land.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
And here's Edwards. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. And here's Conley outside. Here's Gobert, and finished off by Gobert.
On the boards, Gobert is unstoppable, easily winning himself a second chance look.
George up top. Misses the 3. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Edwards inside, defended by George. And Edwards with the stuff.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Timberwolves trail. Right side Towns wants to get it to Westbrook and does. Nobody near Leonard. No good with the triple.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
For 3, Edwards. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Leonard. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
To the right side. George against Towns. Over George. Towns with the bucket. It's all knotted up.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size to his advantage.
Westbrook finds Covington. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Covington's got 6.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here is Conley. Takes the 3. They get it again to the wing right side. Pass to Edwards. Going inside. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Wow. Now that's having a highlight reel in your mind. But in reality, it didn't work.
And really deep 3 that time. He's got 9.
A knockdown threat from deep. Covington hasn't seen a 3 he doesn't like.
Westbrook against Conley. Nobody near George. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now here's Conley. 26 seconds left in the first. And finished off by Gobert.
Just throw it up to Gobert, and he'll take care of the rest using that enormous wingspan.
Outside, George. And it's George finishing it off.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Conley inside the line. Open jump shot off the mark.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
The three from George. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Guys, Robert Covington firing in all cylinders so far for Los Angeles. He delivered 9 points from three-point range. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Clippers?
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
Here are the five the Clippers have to start the second. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. Edwards looking it over. Now the pass to Gobert. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Conley inside the line, finds himself wide open and drills it. Conley's got 5.
And when you're a little man, that's the shot you need to be effective. Mike Conley certainly is.
George passes to Covington. Launches it. And it's George missing.
In this first half, he is really falling in love with the three. So far, not paying dividends.
Here's Gobert. Conley left side. Towns high post. Shoots over Covington. Here's Gobert. Out to Conley. Goes back up. Green for 2 points. 7 points in the game.
Conley is so adept in pick and roll sets. The defense never knowing if he's going to pass or shoot after the screen.
George from deep three-point land sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Oh, the lob to Gobert. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. George finds Covington. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Highland's checked in. Leonard attacking. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
I'll tell you what, when Kawhi knifes his way to the rim, it's next level.
Quarter 2, and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Rivers dishes to Anderson. And that one is good. Anderson's got his first 2 points.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Covington passes to Highland. There's the triple. The shot that time, not on target. And Minnesota now the other way. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Prince setting a pick for Anderson. Prince, right side, fires from deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. To the paint. Here's Leonard, and finished off by Leonard.
That was with force by Kawhi, dunking it over the defense and looking unstoppable.
Rivers gets a wide open look. The Clippers grab the miss. Outside Leonard. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Great vision on that pass. Kawhi moving it to the open teammate.
There's a screen. Rivers, and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Fouls checked in. Los Angeles leading by 10. Here's Highland. Here's Zubac, and the Clippers. Call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep in the second. Prince wide open. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 1-6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. Timberwolves trail by 10. Here's Noel. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Prince against Leonard. The three. Here's Highland. Out to Morris. Pass to Highland. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Morris with the ball. Now by Anderson.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter.
The Clippers, 29.
We've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
2 big men inside. Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Clippers leading by 10.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the claw is.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Zubac. It's Gobert with the ball for the Timberwolves. Outside Edwards. Outside Conley. Outside Edwards. Shoots over Powell. Kept alive. Here's Gobert. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Gobert's got the first field goal of the second half for the Timberwolves. Here's Highland. Covered by Conley. Pass to Highland. Outside Leonard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. here is Conley. 7 points in the game. Now here's Powell. And here's Morris for three. Good on the three-point shot. Morris has got the lead up to 11 now for the Clippers.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
Edwards drives in.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Here's Highland. Covered by Conley. Puts up a three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's the three. Plumlee with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off. And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Here's Towns. Doesn't go that time. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. It's Powell on the wing. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Beyond the arc. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. And the shot goes in. And the Clippers lead by 11.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
He's trying to help his team shut the door. They don't want to allow any comebacks.
Here's Towns. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
Here's Highland. Hits the three-point bomb.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Karl Anthony Towns.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Takes it out to Leonard. A three ball. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Rivers surveying the D. 50 seconds left here in the third quarter. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rivers.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Clippers leading by 13. Morris with a screen on Prince. Gordon kicks to Morris. Westbrook against Rivers. In the corner, George with it. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
The D has to know where PG is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter.
Here's Rivers. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Westbrook. The rebound by Anderson.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Noel passes to Reed, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Clippers. In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Russell Westbrook out there with Paul George. Then it's Plumlee. Then it's Morris. And it's Gordon in at the 3. And here's Morris for 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Here's Noel. Has to Reed. It's tipped. Plumlee with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Clippers moving the ball around. Shot by Gordon, wide open. They get it back, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
All the officials are all over that one.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
They are making it rain from the three-point land right now. And the coaching staff continues to encourage them to let it fly.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
Towns down low. He's covered by Westbrook. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A nice intensity from Towns in the paint. Doesn't back off and takes that shot while being fouled.
Robert Covington's checked in for the Clippers. And he's good on the second. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Clippers. They've only given up 1 point in the 4th quarter. And here's George for 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Inside, stolen by George. And here's Covington from the arc. The Clippers rebound. Timberwolves trail by 15. Right side Towns. Tries from 10, and that one good.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
George. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Outside Edwards. There's the lob to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And that height, with that much of an advantage height-wise, it's just not a lot the defense can do.
Gordon outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Gordon's got his first 3 points of the game.
So many of Gordon's shots come from three-point range because he drains so many of them. When you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going to have the green light.
Plumlee trying to break loose, and it's Gordon missing.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
To the inside, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
Westbrook, no good.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts, getting far fewer shots today.
Oh, okay.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
And again, no good by the Clippers. Timberwolves trail by 14. Down low, here's Towns. Plumlee with the rebound.
This is the shot you want, right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Gordon outside. And here's Covington from the arc. Los Angeles with another miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Towns against Westbrook, and Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 11 points here in just the second half. Clippers leading by 12. Covington inside the line. And here's George for 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Clippers.
Their superior ball handling, 1 at 4.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Leonard.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm. And that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight. That's good planning and that's good execution. And that's a great look.
And here's George for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Clippers lead by 11.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road. That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
Now Westbrook. So the Clippers with the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
I smack clowns with mad style.
Thanks for tuning. Into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA. Well, Grant, we've got two savvy veteran teams on the court. So you don't expect a lot of mistakes or sloppy play tonight.
Yeah, definitely a lot of experience on the floor, so teams will play the right way. These guys know exactly what they're doing. If both squads can keep things tight, we could be in for a very competitive game.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the one.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Paul passes to Booker. Outside Durant. Booker with it. George defending. Here's Okogie. No good with the triple. Here's Westbrook. Here's George. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
A wing not afraid to mix it up inside. PG-13 finishing down low. And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman. Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MOB, physical, get in position for the putback and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Booker for 3. Here's Ayton. And he can't get that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. Leonard outside. Puts up a 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Pass to Covington from behind the arc. The Suns clear it. And the Suns pushing it up now. Okogie on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. That shot off. The Clippers have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Here's Leonard. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Just good awareness from Leonard there. Feeding a wide open guy instead of forcing his own shot. And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Paul can't get it to go. The Clippers in the lead. Westbrook, the pass to Zubac. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
The Clippers have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. George passes to Covington. And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Here's Paul. Shot from the wing. To the left wing. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
.136 left to play in the first quarter. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Booker, and Booker with the jam.
And with his skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA. I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Booker finds Durant. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
George passes to Leonard, to the middle. Here's Zubac, and it's slammed in by Zubac.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
The three, George. Leonard outside. George passes to Leonard. Westbrook outside. Clock at 6. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here.
Giving the crowd what they want. Westbrook leaps for the dunk with reckless abandon.
Pass to Okogie. Back to Ayton. It's rebounded by Zubac.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Just 4 seconds left in the first. Just 4 seconds left in the first.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
On D, Leonard is almost inescapable. He completely smothers.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers, ending the quarter up 10. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers? The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at center. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Unsurprisingly savvy pass by Booker, setting another guy up for success instead of forcing a shot. What you have to admire about Devin Booker is how much he scores the rock, as well as all the different ways he's able to finish.
Here's Morris.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
That free throw good from Morris.
Shooting for the Clippers, Marcus Morris Sr. Taking 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good. The Suns trailing. Paul passes to Booker. And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Norman Powell, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
Coming onto the floor for the Clippers, Norman Powell.
Back to Booker. From deep. Rebound by the Clippers. And Booker is a guy you can lean on to help shoulder the offensive load, Richard.
Yeah, he's comfortable taking a lot of shots for his team. He's a volume shooter for a reason, because he understands how to score at an efficient clip, too.
Here's Ayton. Great D that time from Zubac.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Powell passes to Morris. Leonard outside.
Suns foul. Josh Okogie. First personal foul. Second team foul.
To the inside, Morris. That one doesn't drop. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind its star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Grant, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, BA, it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused. You have to be disciplined. And most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going. And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Westbrook outside. Back to Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Now here's Paul. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Okogie. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Ayton. Looking to end the run. Another shot with 1 on the clock. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Second personal foul.
First one falls for him. Plumlee's checked in for Zubac. He's perfect from the line this time. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played.
What a job Monty Williams has done in his time with the Phoenix Suns. Hats off to the talent that he's been able to bring in and develop. And that's the way he's created a winning culture.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
And the Clippers making a change here. Highland's checked in. Now the Clippers with it. This run now up to 13-2. Boy, Richard, you really can't say enough about what Monty Williams has done with this Phoenix team.
Struggled in his first year, but we gave him a break for that. Immaculate seasons the last 2 years, becoming a Western Conference juggernaut.
Now here's Booker. For 3, Durant. Plumlee pulls down the board. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. And Leonard, here we go.
Yeah, the level of creativity Leonard has is just special. He's capable of some really memorable throwdowns.
Paul draws the double. Booker finds Durant. And it's all from three-point range. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
I like when Kawhi forces the issue, making the defense compromise with the foul.
And he makes both free throws. And Phoenix shooting just 21% from the floor. 40 seconds left in the first half. Sends it home from three-point land.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Now here's Durant. Drains the triple. Durant's got 5 now.
What a ruthless move by Durant, dealing a big blow to the opponent's morale with that three-point answer.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the track.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers. So courageous, taking it right to the defender.
Boy, this dude knows how to finish in traffic. Wow. Here's Booker. Good work defensively by Leonard. Appreciate it, Allie.
Your Suns, 20. The Clippers, 44.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
On the floor for the Clippers, Kawhi and Morris in at the forward slots. Then it's Norman Powell, then it's Mason Plumlee, and it's Highland in at the point. Booker, the pass to Paul, now Durant. Pass to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Smart dish by Durant, giving it away to a guy with a quality look.
Los Angeles has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go.
All right, here's a tip for the defense in this one. Avoid sending Chris Paul to the line at all costs because he will punish you if you do.
And the Suns with possession. Ball passes to Durant. It doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Leonard. Los Angeles shooting has been incredible, 72%. Pass to Highland. Back to Leonard. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 8 now. Well, when it comes to free throw shooting, Paul is one of the best in the league.
Well, in 2021, he was the best in the league, hitting 93% of his shots he took from the stripe. You're simply better off letting him take the shot clean.
Basket counts. Ayton's got 12 points.
And this is how dynamic Ayton can be on the offensive end. Keep getting him the ball, please.
Pass to Plumlee. Over Paul. To the wing, right side. Plumlee passes to Morris. Goes back up. Tipped. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. So for the Clippers, Covington's checked in for Morris. Gordon comes in for Leonard. And it's Paul George in for Powell. George against Booker. Back to George. Oh, and the dunk by George!
That's right. PG shows these fools what's up.
The drive by Paul. Okogie on the wing. Pass to Ayton. It's George on the wing. Booker defending. George with the bucket.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
George against Paul. The three. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Durant, the pass to Ayton. Here's Okogie. Screen by Gordon. For three, Covington. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Covington's gotten himself on the board with a three there. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Booker finds Ayton. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, when you let Ayton get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Pass to Okogie. Durant with a screen on Gordon. Here's Okogie. Off target with the three. Los Angeles has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. To the paint. His first shot attempt. Covington with it. Gordon with a screen on Booker. From deep three-point range. 6 to shoot. From deep. And Gordon with the basket on the assist from Covington. Gordon's got his first 3 points of the game. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
For 3, Covington. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Yeah, I love seeing Covington make fast decisions, wasting no time firing off the catch.
Down low. And Booker with the jam.
Nice basic one-hander there.
Hey, I think he got some extra bounce off the ground on that one. Covington passes to Plumlee. Here's Highland. From deep three-point range. Outside Covington. For 3, George gets the 3-ball to go. George has got 7 now in this quarter.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Fires the 3. The shot, no good. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And the Suns shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And the Clippers have possession. The Suns getting their last shot to go. Out to Covington. Lets it go from deep. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Booker, the pass to Ayton. Back to Booker. And here's Ayton. He's checked by Plumlee. Outside for Booker. To the middle. Ayton. Ball finds Ayton. On the wing, Durant. Back to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
To me, the passing of Durant, that's what separates him from other superstars. KD's willing to move the ball.
George passes to Gordon. Back to George. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game.
Yeah, I think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul.
For the Clippers, Zubac. He's checked in for Plumlee. Leonard comes in for Gordon. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Highland.
Oh, over the years, man, we've seen Leonard become a knockdown three-point shooter. Got to get out on him now.
George passes to Zubac. Back to George. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. That shot is off. Miss number 6 of the day out of 12 attempts. Ayton with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. And Ayton gets it to go. Ayton's got 20.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. And Ayton with the stuff.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul. Leonard for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Leonard's got 6 points in the quarter.
In general, that's an important shot for Kawhi. When the threes are dropping, it rounds out his entire game.
George against Ayton. The fadeaway. No good. A bit long that time. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. For 3, Covington. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Covington's got 9 points now in the second half.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. To the inside. Here's George. And the jam by George.
And we know George is a great shooter, but when he's attacking the rim like that, it gives this team a whole different attitude.
Paul with it.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
They need this. The shot no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. For three, Covington. They get it back. It's good on the putback.
You just don't see guards attack the glass like Westbrook does. I mean, he's a relentless rebounder.
Ayton gets it to go from 18 feet away. Ayton's got 24.
Somebody help this man. Get this man some help out there. He's doing everything he can to keep his team in the game.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Clippers.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Kawhi Leonard.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Pass to Westbrook. Back to Leonard. The three ball. Here's Zubac. And he drops it in from the low post.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
When I think of Westbrook, I think of one of the most intense players ever to play the game. A true competitor doing whatever it takes to will his team to a win.
Outside Durant, over Leonard. And the Suns miss again. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A., they deserve the win.
Pass to Westbrook. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. Boy, this crowd. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is...
I smack clowns with mad style.
The NBA on 2K Sports. Well, we expect to see sparks flying down in the paint tonight. Greg, a couple of very talented centers matching up head-to-head in this one.
But with the way the game is played today, we could see them battling at the arc. Modern bigs make their presence felt now all over the floor.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Here's Ayton. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
It's Edwards on the wing. Gobert with a screen on Booker. Just 5 to shoot. Edwards kicks to Gobert. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Paul passes to Okogie. Corner shot. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Paul is so gifted at creating for his teammates. I mean, he's just got a special knack, and it's one that's been honed over years and years of playing. He really does work hard to get everybody involved.
In just 4 seasons, Cxbubreg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Here's Edwards, and he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Paul with the ball, picked up by Edwards. For 3, Booker. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Conley dishes to Towns. Back to Conley. Pass to Towns. Out to Conley. From 13. And the rejection by Ayton.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
Durant wide open. He fires. They get it back. On the wing, Booker. Ayton trying to break free. And there's Booker on the assist by Ayton.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The feed to Gobert.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And the pass to McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to McDaniel. His 3-pointers off the mark. Suns leading by 5. KD looking around. From deep. No good there. The Timberwolves go the other way with it.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Left side, Edwards. Right side, Towns. Good on the baseline, Jay. And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Inside. Ayton, the pass to Okogie. Suns moving the ball around. Paul against Conley. Ayton in the high post. And Ayton gets double teamed. Paul for three. The shot, no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. McDaniels passes to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, easy does it, Towns is saying to himself. Forget about the threes right now. I'm going to go with the flush.
Shot to stop the run. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. Sinks the triple. Now Gobert. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Suns.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns youth game team.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Noel. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past, just keep evolving as a team.
It's Rivers on the wing. Here's Reed, and Durant sends it back.
That extraordinary reach combined with good timing makes Durant a real threat as a shot blocker.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Rivers dishes to Anderson. Stolen by Durant. To the middle. Passes it to Okogie. And the three off target. Timberwolves trail by 3. Rivers looking over the floor. Anderson with the screen for Rivers. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. For 3, Booker. Pass to Okogie. Over to the wing. Here's Ayton. Kicks it out to Paul. Pass to Okogie. Goes up again. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
Well, you know, Okogie has quickly proven himself to be a dynamic player. He flies around the floor looking for ways to help out his team at both ends, which is quite impressive for a young guy like him.
Here's Rivers, and he converts the layup.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
To the paint, and stolen by Prince. Reed with it. Ayton's there, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by.
Remaining in the first half, 2 minutes.
It's Rivers on the wing. Off target with his 3. Suns leading by 3. Booker looking around. Durant. That shot off. So Minnesota will take it the other way. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now here's Reed, defended by Paul. Anderson passes to Reed. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Booker finds 8. Kicks it out to Paul. Durant inside, working on Anderson. Durant, that's good. And the Suns lead by 3.
Boy, what a graceful athlete. I mean, Durant does a beautiful job moving and slicing through that defense, getting a high percentage shot there.
Here's Noel, defended by Booker. Shot clock at 6. They set the screen. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. There's the pass to Noel.
Hey, yo, right here.
And again, Minnesota will turn it over.
Substitution on the floor.
Here's Paul. He's got 6. Ayton at the elbow. Okogie, the pass to Booker. Takes a 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Booker's got the lead up to 6 now for the Suns.
And from the corner, Booker is not a player you can forget about.
Here's Edwards. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. All right, thank you, David. Folks, and as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams.
Boy, I tell you what, so hard trying to corral Towns. He's got excellent strength, good feet, good hands, and he's got a will to score the ball that you've got to appreciate.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Booker, the pass to Ayton. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Just such strength on these finishes. When you foul Ayton, you really have to hit him to prevent the basket.
Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
And KD throws it down.
Well, with that long reach of his, so easy for KD to throw it down.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Durant with the steal. And here's Booker from the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix.
This is the game plan for him, and he's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
The offensive rebound, and Gobert kicks to Edwards. Five on the clock. Over in the corner, Conley. Three-pointer. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Booker. Passes it to Ayton. Kicks it out to Paul. Stolen by Conley. And he banks in the layup. Conley's got his first points in this one.
Fellow Buckeye Mike Conley, one of the outstanding point guards in the league. His defensive prowess, superb. He's not afraid to go after steals, and he usually gets his share.
KD passes to Okogie. He feeds it to Ayton. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line. Michael Conley picks one up.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency, but you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
6 to shoot. Conley with the 3, and the 3 ball is good. Conley's got 5 points in the quarter.
And what a smart player Conley is, able to analyze defenses in pick and rolls and make the right read.
No good from Durant. Timberwolves trail by 6. Outside, Towns. Shoots over KD. Here's Gobert. Tries yet again. Over Ayton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
That free throw, no good.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Ball finds Booker. Back to Paul. Lets it go from deep. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Conley gets the bucket.
Boy, in sync with his teammate on that possession. Well done by Towns on that pass.
Edwards against Booker. Kicks it to Paul. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the 3rd. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jaden McDaniel.
The craftiness of Paul really on display everywhere, but especially inside and forcing defenders to commit fouls.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. And here's Rivers. 1:04 left in the 3rd quarter. Fires for 3. That shot is off. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Booker outside. Ayton dishes to Booker. Suns moving the ball around. Ayton with it. Guarded now by Anderson. Out to the right wing. Okogie for 3. Good on the triple. Okogie's got 7 points.
Boy, I tell you, Okogie continues to refine his shooting motion. It's got to be seamless and smooth on that particular shot.
Jams it in off the great move.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Prince outside. Pass to Noel. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And we've watched 3. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this 4th quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the one.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that and has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Conley against Paul. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Ball against Conley. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Paul, right side. And then Durant with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back, with an in-your-face stuff.
Guys, some pride bubbling up right there. He wasn't about to be outshone.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Suns.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
Edwards looking it over. From outside, off the mark.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Timberwolves trail by 11. He kicks to Gobert. Outside, Towns. From 12 feet out. And it's Ayton with the rebound. The Suns have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Booker in the corner. Ayton a screen on Edwards. Booker against Edwards. The drive by Booker. Here's Ayton. Chalk up 2 there. And it's 13 points for DeAndre Ayton.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less. Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Here's a Kogi. Out to the right wing. Back to Ayton. Pass to a Kogi. To the inside. The shot off that time. Gobert with the defensive effort. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Towns. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You know, this is exactly why they give the ball to Towns down there. I mean, his combination of size, agility, shot repertoire makes him hard to deal with.
On the wing, Booker. Edwards defending. Durant, the pass to Booker. Uncovered. That one a little long.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Edwards finds Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
You know, we all know Towns can do big numbers on offense, and it's great to see him this focused.
Ayton, the pass to Paul. Three-pointer. And that basket was going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Good hustle right there. I love that effort. Just a little late in the act.
For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Phoenix.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, they really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, he was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight. I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone.
Towns, no luck. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Booker with it. So it's the Suns winning easily here. A confident win and one where they clear. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Dick.
I smack clowns with mad style.
you for joining us. It's the NBA. Well, Doris, we're expecting most of the action to come out of the backcourt in this game.
No, exactly, VA. Both teams are led by their terrific guard play. The outcome of this game likely hinges on the respective performances of those two positions.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. Now here's McDaniels. Outside Conley. Pass to Gobert. 5 on the clock. From deep. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Robbed. Launches a 3. McDaniels can't hit.
Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league, but boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
And here's Edwards outside and stolen by Covington. And here they come. Here's George. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
This is a case where it's just the pure strength of Paul George, able to fight through contact so well on these shots.
I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, BA, but I think that started to change back in 2011, the trade of CP3 to the Clippers. It started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
Conley against Westbrook. Conley passes to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Out to the wing. Pass to Gobert. The shake. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Rudy Gobert emphatically finishes that one. Nicely done.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Picked by Covington. And the jam by Covington.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Outside Conley. Launches it. It's rebounded by Zubats. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. To the paint. Here's Leonard. Rebound Minnesota.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Pass to McDaniels. Towns up top. Towns double team. Yep, that one's good.
Well, we're talking 6'11", 240-plus pounds. If Karl Anthony Towns carves out space in the paint, good night. Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent elite defenders in the game.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Edwards with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Outside McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Towns, a screen on Leonard. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Over Covington. Towns can't get it to go. Endorsed with Gobert. It still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And BA, at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either.
Now here's Edwards. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Pass to Zubats. George outside. Covington, a screen on Edwards. George for 3. Offensive rebound. Back to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. George finds Leonard. Second chance effort, and he got on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
First free throw is good.
I think one thing you love about Kawhi Leonard, this guy never gets too high, never gets too low, but he is the ultimate competitor because he competes at the highest level regardless of the situation.
Morris, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Powell comes in for George. Now here's Edwards. Here's Towns, and there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul.
First team.
To the left side wing. Outside McDaniels. It's stolen by Leonard.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, he sees the man's going to kick the ball out. Wow. I mean, that was great anticipation.
Westbrook. Second shot opportunity. Back to Zubac. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
19 seconds left in the first. Westbrook, that's good.
You know the game plan is to try to keep Russell Westbrook out of the paint. The guy is consistently there over the course of his career. Nice interior finish.
He throws it down with two hands. You know he won't mess that up.
Not this guy. He is a big-time finisher. Leonard for three. Pure from three-point range. Leonard's got 5.
Boy, the range of Kawhi's shooting just keeps getting deeper and deeper. He really stretches you out.
And that does it for the first quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers?
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
On the court for the Timberwolves, they've got Kyle Anderson. Austin Rivers out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Taurean Prince, and it's Reed in at the center, filling out the middle. And the Clippers have possession after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Morris passes to Powell, uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, you don't want to see Norman Powell settling for outside looks. Love when he goes to work down deep.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That'll be a second foul of the game. Here's Alexander Walker. Let's go with a three. That shot, no good.
What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
Got to give them credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
And looking at the progress Minnesota has made, many think the best is yet to come, Doris.
Well, they've made smart draft acquisitions, beginning with young Mr. Anthony Edwards, a big-time talent. And obviously, you've got to grow that young talent. That's exactly how you build a bright future for your team.
Here's Westbrook. Following the score by Minnesota. Shot clock at 5. Powell finds Westbrook. There's the drive. And jams it home. Westbrook.
Well, the vision isn't only about passing. Russell sees a driving lane and goes right to it.
The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. The Clippers in the lead. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Naz Reid. And as Westbrook gets older, he's indicated that he's not looking to change how he plays, Grant.
And that can be a double-edged sword, B.A. You love his aggression and confidence, but you wonder how his game will hold up as his athleticism goes.
Here's Alexander Walker. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have it.
It's one thing to get outplayed, but when you're giving away possessions like this, it makes it even more tough.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Pass to Plumlee. Morris outside. Now here's George. Tight defense on him.
Well, we've always known Paul George can be a high flyer. Woo-hoo, that was nicely done.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Here's Alexander Walker, pounded by Westbrook. That's tipped. The Clippers have gotten off to a perfect 4-for-4 start in the second. Reed with it, checked by Gordon. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul, and it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Outside Conley.
2 minutes remain in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pass to Towns. This one for three, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Highland, he's checked in for Westbrook. You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or two on your team to be successful.
George against Edwards. Crosses over. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
And Gobert with a block. Outside Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. 1:02 left in the second period. And Gobert with the stuff.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Back to Edwards. Banked it in off the glass. And now just a 4-point Clipper lead.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window and exploits it. Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Pass to Gobert. Outside Conley. Towns with the ball. Ooh, Morris with a steal. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Plumlee, a screen on Conley. Highland. Another shot. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Towns into the lane. And Towns slams it home.
Wow, the size and speed of Towns, a natural-born highlight reel.
Timeout called, the Clippers. George against Edwards. George's shot is off. McDaniels from long range. No good on the buzzer beater. And the first half comes to an end.
25.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, even with the extra attention he's getting from the defenders, he's finding ways to excel.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Mason Plumlee, and it's Highland in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Clock at 2. Here's George, and Gobert with a block.
9 foot standing reach. Rudy Gobert twice on the pipes.
For three, Covington. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. Last year, the Clippers finishing 8th in the West. However, they missed the playoffs, Doris.
Right, B.A., but keep in mind, they didn't have Kawhi for the entire season. No Paul George for most of the season. In fact, I thought Ty Lue did an incredible coaching job getting that team to the 8th spot. They just went on to lose 2 tough games in the play-in tournament. Guys, certainly I admire the basketball skill of Karl Anthony Towns, but I admire as much his willingness to play through adversity over the course of his career.
Here's Highland. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Here's George. And Gobert with a block. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Gordon, he's checked in for Los Angeles. The Timberwolves trail. Now here's Conley. And he lobs it up. And Edwards slams it in.
Anthony Edwards showing you, yes, I am a vertical threat at the rim.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Conley passes to Gobert. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Now it's a 3-point Minnesota lead.
Well, the painted area might as well be Rudy Gobert's domain. He uses every bit of that size and length to assert his dominance.
Here's Highland. Plumlee a screen. Pulls up on the wing. Jump shot is good. And so it's Minnesota with it. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Edwards, the pass to Towns. Here's Highland. He's guarded by Conley. Outside Covington. Right wing. And the jam by Covington.
Get up, Mr. Covington. That is a very quick riser.
Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Now here's Conley. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. From downtown. Here's Gobert. And here's Edwards outside. And the three-pointer goes.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands, you let it go, Anthony Edwards.
And the Clippers making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Leonard unable to get that one. And Minnesota will come the other way.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Here's Rivers, defended by Gordon. Back to Alexander Walker. Reed in the post, covered by Covington. Oh, Covington with a block.
So disruptive at the defensive end. Look in the box score, and Covington will be the source of blocks and steals consistently.
Now here's Leonard. 5 points in the game. Hits the three-pointer.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys. What you love about Mason Plumlee is there's a level of professionalism in terms of his effort and energy. He brings it every single night.
Here's Covington. 7 points in the game. Gordon, the pass to Covington. 4-3. They get it back. Out to Leonard. The three is up. Again, the miss by Leonard for Minnesota. They've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Covington against Reed. Back to Rivers. 46 seconds left in the third. Reed, a screen on Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Covington. Oh, deflected. Leaps for it. Here's Westbrook. The shot off that time. Nice D from Reed. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. The Clippers in the lead. Leonard passes to Plumlee.
Foul to the Timberwolves. First personal foul. Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for your Clippers.
15 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Yep, count it.
That's what we call playing big. Paul George imposing his will in the paint.
Here's Rivers. And Russell Westbrook pulls it down. Here's George. And George with the jam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. The third quarter comes to a close. The Clippers on top. They're up. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1.
And they're putting together another quality possession. They're taking control of this game.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
Edwards. Can't get it to drop, so the Clippers will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11. Pass to Leonard. Now here's Plumlee. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. And now it's a 9-point Los Angeles lead.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Conley. Count it. Good. And the Clippers lead by 11. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Clippers.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Knocks down the long J.
Yeah, I just had a feeling Kawhi Leonard would respond with a 3 of his own. Beautiful.
And Edwards slams it in.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Here's Westbrook. Shots blocked.
Wow, great defensive play by Anthony Edwards, engaged on that end of the floor right now.
Pass to Conley. Inside, here's Towns, and it's Towns with the power finish.
Towns has a 7'4" wingspan. If he gets off the floor, good night.
Leonard against McDaniels. Back to George. Leonard for 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists in the game.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Good. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Well, Paul George simply stated is playing at a high level, getting to his spots and riding this wave of scoring.
To the inside. It's hauled in by the Clippers. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Morris can't hit. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Edwards with it. And the foul called on Paul George. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Clippers on D. It's a 10-point game. Double team on Towns. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Gobert. No good there, off the double clutch.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
George finds Morris, fires for three. And Conley grabs the miss. Timberwolves shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
And so Towns nails them both. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. From deep three-point range. The shot that time not on target.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
George outside. Morris outside. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Pass to Leonard. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Well, you look at Kawhi's career, one of the first things he did was work on his consistency from the free throw line. Why? Because he's excellent at drawing contact.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's an 8-point ball game.
And you know they're extremely disappointed right now. I mean, this one getting away from them.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league.
And looking for a quick bucket here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
Towns for three. McDaniels passes to Towns. Takes a three. Doesn't go for him. Leonard way outside. It's off. So the Clippers win it. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job. Thanks, Allie. Great.
I smack clowns with mad style.
represented, Greg, in this one, and all that experience on the court only adds to the intrigue.
Yeah, and it should make for a more polished game overall. More discipline, less mistakes, just high IQ basketball.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Up again, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
To the paint, here's Leonard, and finished off by Leonard.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Paul. And Durant, here we go. And again, it's DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his second basket.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career, playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. You could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
Back to Covington. Outside for George. Westbrook passes to George. And George with the stuff.
Paul George getting aggressive, showing us some power that time as he's able to get to the rim.
Booker inside, defended by George. Paul for three. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
They grab their own miss. For Phoenix, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And here's Booker from the arc. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard dishes to George. And it's George finishing it off.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. Will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Paul, right side. Okogie for 3. He can't get it to go. The Clippers go the other way with it. Leonard with no one around. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Suns. KD sets the pick for Booker. Phoenix, no good that time either.
I'm not sure if family and friends are here in the stands tonight, but we wanted to show that one off. Fading away on the shot was absolutely not necessary.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. And so here's Phoenix. The Clippers getting the bucket. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for the Clippers. Here's Ayton. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Ayton's got 8.
He's a pretty high percentage shooter from there. Ayton's size and touch, it's a pretty tough combo to go against.
Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It can be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. And with these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly min-range of your leader.
Now here's Booker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Paul George with the steal. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Kevin Durant.
Again, when you go from second to fourth gear, Paul George puts a lot of pressure on the defense that way.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to LA, the Thunder got SGA, a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
Now here's Leonard. It's good. And it's 6 points for Kawhi Leonard.
You can expect Westbrook to find an open shooter. And he trusted him with the pass that time.
Kicks to Paul. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Westbrook with the block.
And Russell just bringing it right now on defense.
And the Clippers making a change here. Highland's checked in. Just 4 to shoot. Okogie, the pass to Durant. Fires the 3. Again, the miss by KD. Clippers leading by 6. Leonard kicks to Covington. Back to Leonard. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Ayton. The drive by Booker. Durant, and KD is right there.
A great hustle from the swing man that time as Durant doing whatever he could do to keep it alive.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Clippers. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
We've got Robert Covington. He's out there with Kawhi Leonard. Plumlee out there with Norman Powell. And it's Highland in at point. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Now here's Plumlee. A 3 from Leonard. Second chance shot. Covington wide open. He fires. Off target from 3-point range.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Ayton attacking. That ties the game.
That's with the foul there. Ayton's powerful on the inside. At 7-2, he'll go through you.
After being selected first overall in the 2018 draft, some teams question if DeAndre Ayton was worthy of that.
Well, it took time for Ayton to find his comfort zone and all of a sudden became a key piece that nobody's questioning much anymore as an inside rebounder, rim protector, and a guy who can score at a high level when asked to.
Passes it to Highland. Over Booker. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Well, Phoenix shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Paul outside. Launches a 3. Plumlee with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Leonard with the ball. Chris Paul covering. Highland's shot is good.
Not sure when Kawhi saw him, but the fact is he did, and he delivered. It's a great pass.
The drive by KD. Not going to go that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way. With the drive. Highland misses.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And Booker does not lack confidence when it comes to his ball handling. Wow, sensational there.
Pass to Highland. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Booker with no one around and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Clippers. Leonard kicks to Covington. Inside. Here's Plumlee. And here's Leonard from 3. No good that time. And Phoenix will come the other way. Booker dishes to Ayton. Out to KD. Leonard with the steal. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. Morris is checked in for Robert Covington.
Into the lineup for your Clippers, Marcus Morris Sr.
The Suns trailing. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
And the Clippers miss again. The Suns have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And here is Paul. outside for Durant. Leonard with the steal. Here's Highland. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. George is checked in for the Clippers.
Now, into the lineup for your Clippers, Paul George.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments. Pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
.121 left to play here in the second quarter. Paul looking around. And there's the pass to Okogie. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. And the Clippers making a change here. Gordon's checked in. Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Durant. He is hauled in by Paul George.
Let's hope for his sake that he does not try that one ever again.
Gordon finds George to end the cold streak. Jacks up a three. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Booker left side. Out to KD. The shot. And that one goes long.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Morris with a screen on Durant. A shot by George. Wide open. And again, no good by the Clippers. Booker outside. And the rejection by Zubac. Gordon with it. Can't connect from short range. And that's it for the first half of action. And what's been thanks for the great interview, David. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
Yeah, early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Setting the floor for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3. Paul finds Ayton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Paul passes to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
It's one thing to get to your spots. It's another thing to shoot with that kind of rhythm. DeAndre Ayton in one right now.
Westbrook kicks to George. Back to Westbrook. That ball's nice feed that time from George. Westbrook's got his second bucket of the game to go. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this.
The Clippers in the lead.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
For 3, Gordon. Morris passes to Zubac. Lock at 6. Morris kicks to George. From the high post. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Just surveying the defense, and Paul George had enough room to get that one off.
The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Now here's Paul. No points in the game yet for him.
So shrewd and elusive on the drive. Once Paul sees an opening in the defense, this guy goes into attack mode.
Feeds it to George. And George with this stuff.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Westbrook against Paul. Ayton in the corner. Outside, KD. It's stolen by Morris. Westbrook against Paul. And taken away by Paul. One-on-one here. The dish now to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
The big guy going up and trying to rip that rim off.
Westbrook finds Gordon. Zubac with the screen for Gordon. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Suns. They trail by 1.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Gordon with no one around. It's good from long range. Gordon's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Ayton, the pass to Okogie. Outside Durant, looking to get back on track here, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Russell Westbrook. And Greg, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Booker the pass to Durant. It's stolen by Morris. Gordon deciding where to go with it. KD against Morris. Gordon kicks to Westbrook. Zubac with the screen for Westbrook. Out to Morris. Shot clock at 5. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
Well, Paul George can play in the supportive role, and then he can do things like that where he just decides to take over.
Ayton in the corner. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And Ayton, with that efficiency, just becomes an outstanding option for what you do offensively.
From deep, George. And it's George again missing. Suns trail by 5. Here's Booker. Scores after the quick crossover.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
With those long arms and with the high release point, Leonard is practically daring you to foul him.
This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one. The free throw drops for Leonard. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's Ayton. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Ayton's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, again, with that kind of size, DeAndre Ayton is going to draw some fouls and does not show.
The previous play is under review.
Not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the 4th.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did in fact. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Clippers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Monty Williams talking with his team. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Thank you, David. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Highland in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here's Highland, defended by Paul. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
That's the power and strength he brings. Kawhi able to absorb the contact. I'm not even sure he felt it and still knocks it down.
Suns trail by 8. Ayton inside. Working on Zubac. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And that's turned over in about the most frustrating way possible.
There's good turnovers. That wasn't one of them. At least this one doesn't lead to an automatic fast break, the live ball turnover, so that's the best you can say about that play.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Zubac. Plumlee with the steal. From deep, George. And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team.
Suns trail by 8. Paul passes to Durant. For the 3. Plumlee with the rebound.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Kawhi Leonard is just phenomenal at the line. Another part of his game that's improved.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Los Angeles?
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
But they've also put an emphasis on driving inside in this game. The defense hasn't been able to stop them from finding those gaps.
And here's Booker from the arc. Drills it from outside.
And this is the type of play where Devin Booker is going to gain a lot of confidence and might start getting aggressive.
Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. From past the arc, another 3 for Phoenix.
As good a passer as we've ever seen in the NBA. Chris Paul setting up a great look that time.
George against Booker. George dishes to Plumlee. That shot missing. Some solid defense from Ayton. Now here's Booker to the middle. And Ayton throws it down.
And the D has to respect Booker's passing ability. Fantastic at finding guys in their spots.
George passes to Covington, and he gets the bucket. Covington's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Paul kicks to Ayton. Takes it off the glass. Ayton's got 27.
How about that? Ayton showing why he was picked first overall. That's a reason.
Down low, deflects the pass, and stolen by Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
To the inside, Durant, good. A nice assist from Booker. Now just a 2-point Clipper lead.
Love the way Durant just goes after the jugular there. He's used to nailing those game changers.
And George with the stuff.
That's why you turn to Paul George. These moments are for PG.
Paul with the 3. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And forget about finesse. This big fella's all about the power.
Pass to Highland. Outside for George. Shoots the three. They get it back. Plumlee fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And you could feel it from the second the ball landed in Plumlee's hands that he had his eyes on the rim. Huge basket there.
Warren's checked in for the Suns.
Oh, and he caps that off in style. He gets the finish with the harm. Huge possession there to extend the lead.
Outside, George. Back to Covington, to the wing on the left. Here's Highland, defended by Paul. And here's Covington from the arc. It doesn't go for him. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Phoenix. It's a 5-point game. Booker the pass to Warren. George against Booker. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And George wants to compete for titles, especially considering that he's in the back half of his career.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Yeah, the lead getting safer and safer as these free throws from the stripe go in.
Durant attacking.
Despite a laid-back nature, Durant demands the ball in crunch time. This is why.
And there's the drive. Booker against Leonard. It's George on the wing. Passes to Highland. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Covington. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
Beautiful stroke off the catch and shoot from Robert Covington that time.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. No good from Booker. Durant against Leonard. Pass to Highland. From deep three-point range, misses there. So the Clippers with the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks, for